What's happening, food fans? Pitmaster Shane D here, back again with another episode of the Pitmaster Chronicles. This week we're with the just some of my favorite people, the Bee's Knees out of Alabama. Jeff and Brent are just a blast to work with, blast to hang out with. You can hear it in this podcast. What we recorded. It's just us laughing a whole bunch, telling a bunch of goofy stories, and just laughing more than we're talking. But that's who they are, and that's why I love them. They got love for the game. They're still doing it the right way. They're doing it their way, and that's what makes this so special to me with them. They're kind of an upstart team. They're getting hot right now. They're starting to win, and it's just real fun to watch. So I wanted to capture them early on in their endeavors. Before they hit the big time. You know what I'm talking about, and start making all that money at barbecue, and because they're famous. Obviously they're international sex symbols. They're wrestlers. They're barbecue guys. They're international men of mystery. They are the bee's knees. Hope you enjoy this episode. If you'd like to support, man, would love to you'd hit that like button. We're on all the podcast outlets. We're in Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. I put these little videos together and I throw them on YouTube as well, just for you guys that don't want to have to subscribe to anything else. I try to take the audio of these, throw some pictures to it, make a video out of it, and throw it here on the YouTubes as well. All right, guys, enjoy this episode, and if you got questions, post them up. I'll get Britt and Jeff to respond to them. But give these guys a like on Facebook at Bees Knees Barbecue. Check them out. Episode 2, Pitmaster Chronicles, here at Franklin, Tennessee, hanging out with the Bees Knees. what I love about you guys, you're one part barbecue, you're probably 2 parts wrestling duo.
Yeah, that's it. That's the tag team.
And international sex symbol.
Yeah,
international sex symbol.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself so people can kind of follow the voices of who's who. So
Okay, good. I'm Brent Bourland, and I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. Well, actually, I'm from Big Cove, Alabama, is where I live. And anyway, so we're here in Franklin, Tennessee. We're going to cook some barbecue today and turn it in, and hopefully the judges will like it. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm Jeff Cole, the one with the accent, and I'm from Owens Crossroads, Alabama.
No, you're not.
1 mile away from Brent, who lives in Owens Crossroads too. But
We always argue about.
I'm in charge. Yeah, I'm in charge of everything in this trailer except for the knives. So.
yeah. Well, so that's only one set of names you're known by, right? So it's you got Juicy Jeff.
Oh yeah. That's a wrestling name.
Right, that's right.
My favorite competition shirt of all time has got to be "This is Aquaman on barbecue."
Oh yeah. That name come around. Of course, at that time I was a little girthier than I am now. We've been trying to lose some weight. We've been trying to do a little better, so we don't look so disgusting on TV. But anyway, so
being on TV, being on barbecue doesn't that screw you up?
Oh man, it when I saw that, it was like, man.
I want to tell you, the first time it happened to me, I was like, I'm not bad, and I'm not good now, but it like I'd swallowed a fucking beach ball.
Oh man.
And I come into the shot, and the first side of me come in, the profile of my pregnant self.
I know it.
Right.
It came into the shot about 3 seconds before I did, and I was like, oh shit, I got to do something.
Oh man.
Yeah. That was like me. I was like, I knew I might be pregnant with twins, but I didn't know I had quints.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, good Lord.
Man, we both were like, golly, we look disgusting.
Whenever you see yourself it's hard to see yourself as you really are.
Sure, you see yourself in the mirror every day,
right?
But you're really probably focused just on the face.
Right, and that's my best attribute.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The TV does not lie.
No.
When it comes to that.
And then, you get perspective of when maybe you're standing, because let's be honest, all barbecue people are a little bigger.
Oh, yeah.
We
got to test it.
Yeah, 2XL is a medium.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, that's a big old boy. And you're standing next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On TV.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I'm a bigger old boy.
Yeah, I'm a bigger old boy than he is.
That's right.
Yeah, we understand. He gets a little rowdy in here.
Yeah.
About fell out of his chair.
Yeah, a little rowdy.
Little rowdy.
A little rowdy.
Yeah. So yeah, so competition barbecue is one thing. Being on TV, competition barbecue is another.
It is.
But beyond all that, man, tell me how you guys got started. How did you start cooking? Not just barbecue, just what started you cooking?
Brent will start out.
So when I was in middle school, my mom was a realtor, and she was gone from the house a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad never really took an interest in cooking, and I'd come in from ball practice, and I was starving.
Yeah.
And man, it was all about volume back then.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would take steak,
a loaf of bread at a time. I remember.
Yeah, I would take steak literally straight out of the freezer and put it on the grill. Like it. I mean, I didn't care. You know, just something to get down. You know, so I started cooking when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And then I always enjoyed barbecue, but I had a guy come in probably about. I guess it's been over 20 years ago. I had a guy come into my work. And he was involved with competitive barbecue. He wasn't necessarily
on a long time ago.
Yeah, it was long time ago. And he cooked with Byron some.
Okay, yeah,
Bad Byron's. Yeah. And he brought me a pork butt to work. And that's the first time I'd ever really eaten barbecue.
Yeah.
Because Huntsville, Alabama is really not known for great barbecue restaurants. It's gotten much better.
Sure.
But I actually tasted barbecue for the first time. And I said, I want to know how to do this.
Yeah, whatever that is.
That is, yeah. So actually I would buy barbecue from him. I would drive it to his house. He had one of the first Traegers ever.
Yeah.
And he had Old Hickory set up out there. And
he was hardcore.
Yeah, he was hardcore. And I was like, I want to know how to do that because it was like nothing I'd ever tasted before in a restaurant. And, when I was younger also, I would do French toast. I scalded my buddy's face off, trying to do the chef flip with the French toast. There's been lots of incidents, I'm surprised I hadn't killed anybody with, undercooked chicken, when I was younger. And, just stuff like that. But I've always cooked, and I actually have Traeger number 248, little Tex.
Very cool.
So, and that's how I started learning how to cook barbecue. Yeah. And then Jeff and I, we went to Decatur Riverfest
2014.
And we weren't even going to attend awards. Mm-hmm. We just went to cook for fun.
Right.
And Jeff talked me into going, and we ended up getting a call in ribs.
Most expensive ribbon you ever got, wasn't it?
We cooked enough food, we could have fed everyone at Riverfest twice.
That's awesome.
And the thing is whenever we were finished with it, we had no clue of what to do with it, so we just threw it all out.
Threw it away.
We had no clue what to even do with it. It was so much food.
Wow.
So, but it was a really good experience as far as, Brent just saying, hey, let's go help me cook this contest and stuff. And
it's funny how a $5 trophy cost you $50,000.
Oh, man, when you get that first call, it's just nothing like it. It's like, what?
So
Jeff, it hooked us.
Jeff, when did you start cooking? You've been cooking a long time.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, my mom was, she stayed at home with us. She worked, she was a lunchroom manager, school lunchroom manager, and so she worked for a little while until we were born, and then she took off and raised us through that. So she would always get me in and try to teach me how to cook breakfast.
Right on.
You need to learn how to do eggs.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to do this and that. And I thought it was kind of ridiculous at the time because I had my mom. I didn't think she was ever going to leave. As far as thought she's going to cook for me forever.
She wanted you to leave.
But she wanted me to leave. I guess that's what she was telling me. Now that you mention it, Shane, I don't know why she wanted me to leave.
Hey, I got about to be 17-year-old, and we do the same thing. He does all the laundry. He does,
Yeah, you
got to show him. He can sew a button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my thing is, you shouldn't have to get involved with somebody because you can't do those simple things.
Exactly.
But I can't believe how many teenagers and young men, and 25-year-olds, they couldn't even run a dishwasher.
You got that right.
Run their own clothes.
Can't change a tire.
Oh,
just stuff like that.
Yeah, that's it right there. It's just an essential skill to start with.
But so she showed, she kind of taught me, started out with breakfast and stuff like that, and then, she'd work me in trying to help her fix lunch and, and all that stuff like that. So I never was like, I kind of cook for necessity. I just never was like, oh man, I need to be a chef or whatever.
Right.
But I just I like getting there. It was kind of a release. Just
Sure.
kind of being there, just in the kitchen doing this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And as you grow, you want to try to cook different things, and you get better at certain things. But when Brent asked me to do this barbecue thing, I mean, this is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
I mean, the processes in it, and I mean, 4 years ago, I probably never would be able to cook a pork butt, but I'm telling you, the processes in it with chicken and.
Hey, y'all are getting dialed in now. You know what I love about? We're in trouble. We got it.
That means brisket.
That means brisket is done. All right, let me pause it. All right, so briskets are checked.
Yep.
So let's figure out what you gotta love about the competition world.
That's right. It's not quite where it needs to be. But
So let's talk competition.
Okay.
What between the two of you, what's your favorite category?
Ribs.
Love ribs. I'm saying
that's our stand. If we don't get a rib call,
something wrong.
There's something. I mean, I'm not saying we get them every time, but I'm just saying that is their fallback. I mean, that's where we hope that we get one.
So we went over to Tupelo, Mississippi several years ago when they had the double, and they went through, chicken. We didn't get a call. We got to ribs, didn't get a call until the very end, and we won the ribs in Tupelo at the double, and we were cooking against Johnny Trigg.
Yeah.
And he was fourth, and we got a 180.
Yeah.
And
wow.
It was crazy.
There was 100 teams there, and we had 3 calls. And
holy cow!
And Rod Gray got up in the middle of the contest, and I had talked to him before, and I said, "That's so."
I thought that was on mute.
Sorry.
It's all good.
He got up in the middle of the contest and said, "Hey," he goes, "I thought you guys just wanted a call. People were asking us if we owned a restaurant, and we saw Chris Chadwick there with Hogg County Cookers, and
Jeff Pectivus was filming us because he thought we had it, and then we tanked our brisket.
Yeah, and our brisket was 50th.
Yeah, tanked it.
We tanked it, and we were the only team with 3 calls. And Cajun Blaze won it. They're our friends.
Yeah,
those guys sneak in and win a lot of stuff.
Those guys can cook flip flops.
They are. I think they come out of the womb cooking in Louisiana. As long as there's a ditch on the side of the road, Louisiana won't go hungry.
Yeah,
that's right.
But that Tupelo contest kind of put us on the map, but
sure.
we did have some judges and reps that say, "Oh yeah, I remember y'all from Tupelo."
Yeah,
and y'all just kind of rolled in there.
It's just at that point, I think Jeff and I said, "We can do this.
We can do it."
Sure.
And a lot of it, it takes courage just to compete.
Sure.
Because no one wants to be rejected, and you come out here.
It's only so many weeks you can come out in a 50-team contest at 40th.
Yeah.
Before you start taking it personal. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, it's it takes courage just to come out here.
Yeah.
And
you spend a lot of money.
Yeah,
you spend
a lot of money and a lot of time, and but it's. You'll meet guys and they're like, "Oh yeah, I have the best, pork in the world. And everyone loves it." Well, everyone loves free food.
Right. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And it's always, you're always supposed to use your manners.
Man, I deal with that so much in the salsa rub world, right? Oh, my aunts, my uncles, man, they say it's the best they ever had, blah, 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 blah. And it is. Homemade is always great.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because it's so fresh. But the problem is, can you break out of that region?
Right.
Can you become a national brand? There's few brands that become national.
Sure.
Yep. There's few brands that can break into 3 or 4 states.
Right.
That's true.
And you have to be real honest with people. And I got to the point they'll ask me, it's like, "Hey man, I want to do my own sauce." I'm like, "You have about $5,000 you just set on fire."
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, man, by the time you get to the labels, you order your first batch, and you set on it.
Yeah.
You may not recoup that money for 2 or 3 years.
That's true.
And if you're not comfortable with that, and you don't have the time to go door to door, begging people to try it,
yeah,
begging stores to put it on the shelves, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, and I know I'm not the first one to ever say this, but barbecue and stuff like that is so personal to people.
It is.
So, everybody's got their own thing.
And listen, what makes a good barbecue season don't necessarily make a good backyard season.
Right.
And you got to decide what market you're going at.
Yeah.
It's, we make our own barbecue sauce for eating, not competing.
Right.
And people love it. We get a lot of good feedback on it. Like, you should bottle this, and I'm like, oh no, we shouldn't.
No.
It's really a big commitment, and the larger, the Crafts of the world, Heinz.
Well, listen, they're selling for cheaper than what you can bottle for.
Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And I've gone through that too. We're like, why aren't you on the shelves at Walmart? And like, man, it's 97 cents at Walmart.
Yeah.
I pay that for my bottle and my label.
Right.
And people go to those stores, and if they're not like kind of savvy on what they want, you've got 40 different sauces there sitting there looking you in the face.
Right. And label is the only thing.
And the label's the only thing. And if you don't,
next thing that's word of mouth.
Yeah, and the next thing's word. And you're like, what in the world? Then you see this $9 bottle. There's so many sauces to sit there and look at, and you're naturally going to compare prices, and most likely you're going to go with, something that's eye level, and
yep.
You
got to pay the eye level. That's the other thing. Listen, the big box market is dirty. And what I mean by that is those eye level products, you got to pay to be up there.
Yeah.
You got to pay to be in certain catalogs.
Yeah.
You're paying a lot of people to buy your product, and man, you got to sell a lot to get there.
And
so the best thing that can happen for you is getting some of these online stores and
become
a more regional.
And I try to tell a lot of people that too, just like at work and stuff. They ask about barbecue seasons and stuff, and I said, you can buy some good ones in stores. I said, but if you really want some good stuff, you need to go like these. Atlanta Barbecue Store or some of these other barbecue Superstore,
Barbecue Pro Shop,
anywhere, something like that, because they have a lot of different things that will really bring out the flavor in this meat.
Right, I agree.
So
we started this with what the favorite category was. Britt, did you agree it was ribs? That's your favorite?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's what we've had. Seem to have had the most success at.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like if I'm going to go eat somewhere, I like brisket. I like Texas style. Mm-hmm. Because, I don't get it a lot being from North Alabama. Right. There's not, but I enjoy brisket. Sure. And I enjoy that brisket and sausage plate. To me, that's barbecue heaven, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I love it. I mean, we've done so much pork. We cook so much pork.
Yeah.
And you get...
Kentucky's the same way.
You get so tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great. Another, you show up somewhere and like, hey, we did a pork butt. And it's like...
Woo!
Oh, okay.
Exactly. And then what I hate is, it's not that I hate it to be rude to them, but they're watching you eat.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's good, right?
Exactly.
It's good.
It's like, cooking a pork butt is probably the most basic barbecue thing that you can do.
I agree.
You cook it, and if you're cooking at home, when it the whole goal is to have it fall off the bone.
Right.
Pull that bone straight out, and not have any meat on it. Well, the skill level for that is not
anybody overcook something.
Anybody, it's. But it's part of our heritage. I mean, it's part of being from the South. And
well, where I'm at, where you say barbecue, it is pulled pork. It is nothing else really.
Wow. Okay.
You've got to specify that you want other things.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
I got you.
Well, I really, it seems like the Huntsville area where we're from, is getting a little bit more food.
Well,
a little bit more food culture.
So you're getting a little more. That fusion culture, barbecue has grown, so that's another thing we'll touch on. I mean, barbecue used to be a big counterculture.
Yeah.
You had to be a little screwed up to get out here and get after it. But now you got these, $100,000, $500,000 RVs pulling up.
Oh yeah,
man, that ain't counterculture. I don't care how you slice it. That's not counter to anything.
No.
And it goes against what. To me, not just barbecue, but barbecue competitions used to be. I mean, barbecue started as, let's take the cheapest meats we got because we're poor,
right,
and figure out a way to make them tasty.
Sure.
And that's what made it great, and that was part of our heritage.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's certainly gone away from that. It may be jumping the shark a little bit, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of better products now, and of course the pork that we use as far as the compart pork. I mean, it's just unbelievable as far as
honestly,
the
it's
taste
closer
of
to
it.
what your grandparents used to eat, honestly, as far as flavor-wise.
Yeah.
You know, we bred all the flavor out of pork for a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, when they came out with that the other white meat national campaign, pork is not the other white meat.
Right.
You know,
pork become cardboard's what it is.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
They just had bred all of the flavor out of it. But the
But they bred all the disease out of it too at the same time. There's a benefit to that. You know, you used to have to cook pork to 185 degrees to kill everything in it. You know, the last case of pork, like trichinosis or whatever, has been 30 years ago.
Right.
You know, but there's good and there's bad. But the flavor certainly went along with it.
Absolutely. But the Compart pork, Jim Compart,
Great stuff.
You know, we were talking to him last night, and you know they go to a lot of science behind what they do.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people ask me, they're like, is it really, is there really a difference? And I always associate it with this. Like, it's the difference between, commodity pork is a store-bought tomato. Compart pork is one that you've grown in your yard.
Feels pretty close to it.
Yeah, it's a garden tomato.
Yeah.
And that's really the difference.
We get asked, too, it's like, why don't you raise your own hogs? And for we do Memphis and May whole hog. Why don't you raise it? Why don't you? Man, because I can order from Jim.
Exactly.
Because Jim's done all the work. Yeah, that's like work.
Jim will deliver it to Memphis for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I ain't gonna do much better than that.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's what you love, but and it doesn't have to be competition barbecue.
Right.
What do you hate to cook?
What do I hate to cook? Well, you saw how fat we were. So there's not many things that I hate, that I hate to cook.
That's called grudge eating.
Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you what's time consuming is I like to deer hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do not like to cook is deer poppers when they're wrapped in bacon and cream cheese.
Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, they're good. The end result is awesome. But it takes so much time to make those.
Yeah.
And for a chef, you hear that those sayings like, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's getting 50-50. I'm like, if someone else makes them, I'll eat the heck out of those.
Right.
I don't say we'll make them.
Right, exactly.
It's like moink balls. Man, do I really want to say, here, can we do them for appetizers? For catering?
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got to wrap 500 moink balls.
Exactly.
You want to hate bacon and meatballs?
Right.
Wrap 500.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, well, the Super Bowl's coming up, so I'll do it. Yeah. It's like an event thing.
Yeah. I'm getting paid.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, see, we don't. I mean, we're just barbecue hacks. We're not in the barbecue restaurant business or anything like that. But we'll do it for our friends or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than doing it for the masses.
Here's an odd one. You may have to think on it for a minute.
All right.
Okay.
If there was one song that described you as a badass barbecue mother effer, it doesn't have to be a joint thing. It can be different songs.
I got you. Well, yeah, because Brent and I's music's going to be completely different.
Yeah,
Brent listens to
some real crap.
Yeah, Brent listens to some crap music. Tainted
crap.
Love and all that other stuff.
Tainted Love now.
I'm a hair band guy.
Jeff was in a band for years. Jeff is an awesome drummer. A lot of
Really?
people don't know that.
I paid him to say that every
No,
day.
he really is. This dude right here, I mean, he can wear some drums out, and he acts like he can't, but whatever.
Yeah,
so he's very modest.
Yeah, whatever.
But what would you say your song would be?
Wow, let's see. I'm going to tell you, if I had to... Me and my daughter talk about this.
Maybe it's your walkout song.
Yeah, okay.
WWE.
So me and my daughter talk about this, and I asked her a question about, so if you had one artist that you could only listen to for the rest of your life, who would it be? Now, she didn't have a good answer for it. Now I have mine.
Okay.
So mine would be Sammy Hagar.
Okay, right on.
I can listen to anything Sammy Hagar, and I just love it.
So I love the Chicken Foot Project.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bluesier.
I mean, the Van Halen days, to me, when he was there, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't hate Van Hagar.
But my song, my favorite song that I would probably say would be Roll With the Changes with REO Speedwagon.
Right on.
And the reason for it is because it has everything.
Okay.
It has guitar solo, piano solo, the drums are going crazy, the bass, it just has everything. So that would be my song.
So Jeff, you got everything.
I got everything.
Hey man, I'm coming out to Eye the Tiger. Hey, Eye the Tiger, man. And I'm not saying, I mean, just the initial part of Eye the Tiger.
Oh, I know, the beginning.
Hey, look, if you don't like that, I can't help you.
I know.
Right.
And I mean, it's not that that would be one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the beginning of it. It says it all. It says, here we come.
Here, I'm about to whoop it.
The high school I went to, we were the Tigers. And we would get. I mean, it's kicking back old school.
Exactly.
So yeah, that would be where I would.
Well, I could go with that one. I can go with that one too. So.
All right.
So anyway,
that's a good. We ain't got nothing till 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, we're
Sweet,
good.
sweet. All right. So Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger,
man.
man.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever figured mine out, man. I've got a lot of them. It depends on my mood, man.
Yeah,
I've got
what
rap
would
songs I would go with.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good rap songs out there.
Oh
too,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
There is. But it's
So who would you list? And it doesn't have to be a barbecue person.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily your biggest barbecue influence, but who would you list as your biggest culinary influence?
Oh well, I mean, mine goes back to my mother, so I'd have to just say her as far as. I mean, it takes practice to cook.
Yeah.
I mean, your mom
It takes
don't just
commitment.
It takes commitment. Your mom don't get in there and make all that good food just on whim. She's learned how to do it from her parents and stuff like that. So I mean,
my wife says that all the time. I'm like, man, will you cook? Why should I even cook?
Yeah,
you're so good at it. And I'm like, yeah, but do you not understand the reason why you're not good at it? It's because you've not done it 14,000 times. Like
I mean, that's why Southern cooking is just the best around, because there's so much love put in it. It's passed down.
Those ladies back in the day, like I remember my grandma would get up well before daylight.
Oh yeah.
To make damn biscuits.
Yeah.
See, my grandmother, my family's from Tupelo, Mississippi, and we would go over there and spend the weekend. And my grandmother, I'm the same as you. She said, "Now you can get up with me and make biscuits if you want to make your small biscuits." So she had a little cutter.
Yeah.
And actually Morgan. He's part of the TV show, Cheeks. He did the same thing with his grandmother. Yeah. And I guess
going back, where it all starts.
Yeah, it does. It starts with your grandmother. And
passed down.
My grandmother making, she had the best fried chicken. I mean, it was in a cast iron skillet. Oh man. And
done in lard.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely lard. And so it's I think it all in the South. It starts. It's passed down. That's one of the things I love about barbecue, is there's always something to learn, and the only way it isn't something that you can go to school for. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can
go to classes, but just like what we were just talking about before we turned on the recorder, I think a lot of what people are doing are a mix of this one and that one, and you learned it by hanging out, showing up enough.
Right.
Exactly. You got to show up.
You got to show up. And it's, barbecuing like anything, it's really passed down. I mean, no one figures this all out on their own. Mm-mm. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, even someone like Myron Mixon.
Right.
Myron got it passed down from his dad. And we've had the opportunity to cook with him, some with him this year. And I'll tell you, him and Tracy and TJ have been nothing but nice to us peons. Mm-hmm. Always super nice. I mean, a lot of times you see one thing on TV, and that's not necessarily how it is.
Well, again, you talked about when the cameras come around, you got to turn it on. It's
the
same thing. It's the same thing.
That's it.
He loves that.
He does
but
love
he's
it.
not
He's
a bad
master
guy
at
it.
it.
Where Tuffy's the Boy Scout of barbecue.
Right.
And that's what I love about him.
Sure,
I've never heard that guy say a harsh word to anything or anybody.
Right, exactly.
But Myron needs to be a little bit of that Joker.
Absolutely.
That Batman, worthy, competitor. And that's what he is. And he likes to play mind games. And he's fun that way.
Oh, yeah.
No, absolutely. We've met so many great people.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
Well, let's be honest. You can't be a complete a-hole and want to do this because there's too much work in it.
Absolutely.
That and a-holes tend to get wrung out in the wash,
They'll last about 2 years.
Yeah, because people, a lot of us, have jobs and everything, real jobs. Brent and I both have real jobs, and we only get so much time off, and when we come out here, we're going to have a good time.
Right.
I mean, we're serious about the cooking part, but we want to have
but
a
you're
good time.
really here for the relationship.
Yeah, exactly. The cooking's
absolutely.
secondary.
Like Ron, Fat, Drunk, and Stupid,
yeah.
And Laddie. Like, I go to lunch with Ron almost every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Ron and I, we go to Arkansas.
You ain't figured out his brisket secret yet?
No.
No, he won't tell us that.
What the heck?
You know, we go to Arkansas. We duck hunt. We deer hunt together.
Right.
I mean, we do everything together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jeff comes with us most of the time when he can too. I mean, he'll come to lunch with us and all that. But for some reason, Ron says Jeff is the funny one, which is fine. It's fine with me. But just for the record, you know, he seems to really like Jeff, but sometimes, you know, somehow Jeff keeps getting left off the hunting list.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know
too loud in the blind.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you can't be funny and hunt and be quiet. So.
True story.
We got that recorded, by the way, Ryan.
My oldest son, you know, I'm not for or against hunting. I hunted when I was a kid, but didn't care for it too much. You know, it's just, I did it, but you know, I don't have that desire. Like I'm gonna get up at 3 a.m.
Right.
Get in that stand.
Exactly.
That's not me. I will get up that early to cook.
Yeah.
But
well, see, with me, I would rather shoot that doe because I put it in my freezer.
Right.
I mean, my family, we don't buy hamburger meat.
Right.
You know, when I have deer meat in the freezer.
Sure.
And my wife loves it, and my youngest daughter really loves it.
Well, I took my son turkey hunting the first time. Bought all the stuff, nice
Right.
blind.
Sure.
Sitting out there, and I'm calling, and he just won't shut up the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we come back up to the top of the hill. We didn't get nothing, obviously. And he's about, I don't know, it couldn't have been much more than 7, 8 at the time. I had him a shooting stick so he could put the, shotgun on it and shoot.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you just ain't much of a caller. I was like, if you'd shut up for 15 minutes, we probably could have got something, but
Exactly.
you couldn't stop talking.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And that was the end of it. He's like, well, maybe hunting's not for me. I'm like, yeah, you gotta be quiet just a little bit, dude.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Man.
But it's, I think that the hunting culture, all of that is so much tied in with barbecue too.
Sure.
I mean, guys that like to hunt the outdoors. I mean, if you spend the effort, going to the woods, you've got to spend the effort to make that product taste good.
Sure.
Or why do it?
Yeah.
And so.
I agree with you.
I mean
it's work on both sides for sure.
It is.
So here's an odd one.
Okay.
Favorite vegetable. We
Oh,
all
okay.
get accused of only cooking meat, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna cook at home for your favorite vegetable?
Go ahead.
Man, I could eat. Well, there's green beans.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking
Southern green beans.
Yeah,
or-
I'm not talking about
Not
these
French green
waxy, stuff you get at the
not
fancy.
Haricot's vert.
Yeah, I'm
right?
talking about straight out of the can, Allen's thick cut Italian green beans.
Yeah.
Man, I
With
throw a little
bacon?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I do mine. I throw a little salt in there, and then a little apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
So not true.
and
all out ham hock Southern there.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't put typically at home. I don't put meat in my green beans. But yeah, I like. Sometimes I put a little sugar in there, a little olive oil. To give it. That's typically what I do. Just
So you maybe are a little closer to the French side
Look,
than your green.
no.
Yeah,
But it's really good, and also I love collard greens.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love collard
Collards.
greens.
I can eat collards and cornbread forever.
I really love fried okra, but fried okra does not love me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Now it's not good for me, but I eat that stuff like popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By just the bucket.
Well, Brent will eat boiled okra, and then when he gets up, it's sitting in his seat when he leaves.
Oh yeah,
That's
It looks
why.
exactly
Don't
the
get up too
same.
quick.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same as it did when he went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could eat zucchini probably every way, every day.
Yeah, the squash. Yeah, the squash. Yeah, I love that too. So.
I'll do a lot. I'll do organic sweet potato hash.
Oh yeah.
I'll brown out some applewood bacon and throw an onion in there, and then I'll get my food processor out, and I'll make hash out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the white organic sweet potato now.
Yeah.
That you can get, or the purple at Publix. And man, I love that.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. I do a lot of butternut squash.
Oh yeah.
Spaghetti squash, and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
High fiber, low carb.
Yep. That's what we're kind of trying to, try to eat a little bit healthier.
Sure.
But yeah. What about you, Jeff? What?
Oh, collard greens by far. I
love
that and cornbread. I mean, I know that's not a vegetable, but it is down here. It is down here. I'm
If
gonna
it's
tell
not
you.
a meat, it has to be a vegetable.
Man,
right?
that day, I'm telling you, cornbread and collard greens, or cornbread and milk. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah.
My dad, So, we were talking earlier about us, cooking. So my dad would come in, and he could not cook, and he would have a banana with mayonnaise, and sit there and eat that for dinner, or like a can of pears, canned pears.
Yeah.
And then like 4 peppermints. Like that was
that was the meal.
Yeah. So I was just I was like, Dad,
Yeah.
So a lot of my cooking was done by necessity,
You bring up cornbread and milk, but man, cornbread and sweet tea, good sweet tea.
Yeah.
Good warm cornbread with butter.
Man, I don't give me no sweet cornbread either.
No,
I don't mind just a touch of sugar in it, but it can't be sweet.
No sweet cornbread.
I want corn. I tell you what, I like it. The way I eat it is like a dessert, as far as cornbread with butter over it and with some strawberry jam on it.
Oh yeah.
I just love it.
No,
man.
You can crumble that up, and you mentioned milk. That's breakfast. That's old Southern breakfast. You
Yeah.
crumble up the stale cornbread in your milk.
Love it.
Yeah, I never was big on that, but I like the cornbread fritter. The thinner, the better.
Oh yeah. You like
the
it fried.
fritter.
Yeah.
That. There's
Johnny
something about
cakes,
that texture.
basically.
I don't want a big old 3-inch thick
Oh,
piece
I
of
don't know.
cornbread.
I'm different on that. I'm all
Unless it's got some moisture to it. If it's buttermilk cornbread.
My oldest, man, I got to make him his own pan. I remember being that way when I was a kid. My grandma would make my own pan.
Yeah.
Like dress it.
Yeah.
Hey, hush puppies too.
Hush puppies.
Well, it's cornbread balls.
Hey, look at it.
It is cornbread balls with a little onion in it.
Yeah.
Well, you ever had it with squash in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My grandpa used to do hush puppies with squash and stuff in it. It was good. Little jalapeno.
Yeah.
After barbecue competition, what's the meal you eating? Because no one eats barbecue after barbecue competition.
Well, most of us do Waffle House or something like that.
Yeah.
But when we go to barbecue comp, sometimes we'll be eating fried chicken and sushi.
Oh yeah, we literally have gone to Kroger, got fried chicken, cold fried chicken, which is excellent, and sushi and ate
exactly.
that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll do pizza after,
or
we'll go eat steak somewhere. I like steak. We grilled some steaks out last night. Ron did.
Yeah.
Man.
You bring out the PK.
Oh yeah, that's
so good.
Ron
man.
is. I mean, he's not the Alabama state champion.
Who is?
Brent is, but Brent would have cooked last night, but we didn't.
I appreciate how you asked that earnestly, sir.
Brent is the Alabama state champion right now as far as the barbecue show goes. KCBS goes, but we didn't have the Weber last night, so Brent couldn't cook.
That's right. So I told Ron. He says, "Do you want to cook?"
And all sponsors, M Grills are listed. If you want to support the Alabama state champion, you got to get
KCBS World.
That's right. That's
champion.
That's
and
right.
So anyway, and I won $2 off of Ron on that.
$2.
He hadn't collected yet because he's going to hold it over to him until he dies.
Are you guys having a dead like me moment? I want my $2.
That's it. I just hold it, and I remind him that he owes it to me.
Yeah.
If he tries to give it to me, I tell him no.
Yeah.
I told Ron yesterday. I said, "You're going to be laying in your casket, and Brent's going to say, yeah, that guy was a great guy, but he still owed me $2."
Ron going after his kid.
Ron is a
he's an awesome dude, man.
He is,
we love that guy.
Drew loves
Laddie
Ron.
too.
He is. A lot of people don't know this, but Laddie does a lot of the cooking.
Yeah.
But by no means
none of the talking.
Huh?
None of the talking.
Laddie does no. He's a silent killer.
He is.
That's his wrestling name.
Yep.
It's, I jokingly called them Penn and Teller.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. But Ron is a fantastic cook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot. I mean, you may not see that on the show. Because Laddie stays up all night. Laddie kind of likes to be by himself.
Sure.
He just likes to hang out with a pit.
But as far as the show goes, whenever we'll do breakfast, on comp day. So Ron is the one that's basically
cooking
manning all that, cooking that, and stuff. And so I mean,
he did all the steaks.
He did all the steak. I mean, he's great at it.
Yeah. He is a one-man army.
Yeah.
To work that griddle, I mean, it's a learned thing.
Yeah.
And he knows how to operate that sucker. So, and it's...
We were offered a show that was some barbecue cooks versus the Waffle House cooks.
Oh, okay.
Waffle House cooks will kill us. Will kill us.
But no, you get to turn the tables at the end. You got to go in the Waffle House and just get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
But then they're coming out. They coming outside.
Oh yeah.
And you get your redemption.
That's right. What, I don't see how they remember everything. I mean, and they have all those ladies yelling at them. Typically, it's a male cook with 4 or 5 ladies screaming at him.
Let's be honest. You know what it is? It's a skinny guy who's afraid for his life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He's standing back there, shaking behind in front of the grill. He's a great cook.
Yeah.
Slinging orders, and he's got nothing but like 30 women
yelling at him.
Yelling at him. Like if that dude's not married.
No, he'll never be.
No, never.
He's, after working there, he's probably like, heck no, I'm never getting married.
Man.
But yeah, those guys, you know, to do that for a living, I mean, I got mad respect for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hardcore. I love watching them, man. I'll just go in there and just keep watching.
I know. Yeah, they're amazing.
They're hardcore. So here's a good one. I feel like HBS is in a little bit of trouble. And what I mean by that is, the more RVs that show up, the more I think this thing falls apart. Because people aren't talking anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here competing. It's a big money game now, and it's got to be because it costs so much. You know what I mean? It's this weird balancing act.
Yeah.
But if there's something you could change about competition barbecue, what would it be?
You want to go?
Go ahead.
I don't know. See, I'm kind of with you on that. I think a lot of people get the idea that these people with these big RVs and stuff like that are making their money on barbecue, and it's like, no. These people have other things they're doing.
Right. They're already successful.
They're already getting it in their head. Well, you've got to have all this kind of money to
and it keeps
do
people out of
and
it.
it keeps people out of it.
Right.
Yeah, the day of the two guys and
With
a
a
pop
tent,
up,
yeah.
it's kind of done.
I mean, you know, we're lucky enough to have a trailer and stuff like that we cook out of basically, but you know, I think a lot of that, these people, you know, that don't really know it, they walk up and they see this stuff and they're like, well, man, how in the world am I supposed to get in this and compete with these guys like this?
I need $20,000.
Yeah,
right?
at least.
To do my first competition.
You know, so, but you don't have to have that. I mean, Brent and I cook on a baby stump, a Weber Bullet, 22-inch, and we use a Gorilla Grill. And, I mean, that Weber Bullet out there has cooked more and won more awards than, you know, a lot of these people with these Jambos and stuff.
Yep.
So it's just how well you know you cooker. It's not, you know, you don't. It's a lot of money, but that's one
don't
thing.
get me wrong. I love chasing gear. You know, I love guitars. I mess around with guitars, and I'm so guilty of being a gear whore. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Specific guitars, specific tones. It's the same thing as these cook.
Right.
You know, I don't need an outlaw smoker right now, but I sure like to have.
Oh, absolutely.
You know.
You know, one of the things that I would like to see, have a commodity food division.
Buy it right off the shelf. You got to show the receipt.
Yeah, you have to have your receipt.
Well, I do one better.
So what?
I think you show up and you get your meat.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean,
and it's drawn in lots, and you don't get to select. I mean, literally, you drew number 23. Here's two.
Here's your meat.
Yeah.
Here's two briskets.
I would love
Get out
that.
of here.
That's called a guinea pig, I think, right? Is what
I think so.
we call that. But I've never cooked in one of those. But I would, I think, there's something to be said about A9 briskets and Duroc pork, Compart pork. I mean, it's definitely. It gives you a lot bigger window to be successful.
It certainly does, and I get it, and we use it too. But I also hate that we use it in some.
Me too.
Respects.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, what I bring to the table for the competition for Ben is I buy the briskets.
Right.
And thankfully Duroc sponsors the pork, and he can coach the chicken. But man, buy a couple briskets.
Oh, I know.
I mean, you're in for $4.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's
right. Yeah, I would like to see more commodity, especially for, not necessarily maybe for us at this point.
Right.
But for the new guy.
Yeah.
Where it's...
I'd be cool if the backyard, your entry included your meat.
Yeah.
And you didn't get to cook any of that.
Yeah.
The problem is I still think you're going to have people sandbagging it.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to, I'll take that meat. Yeah. Because they want to win.
Well, I heard people also talk about that. Now, I don't know if it was the way it used to be or whatever, but they also talked about, you have your backyard division, which is you cook your chicken and your ribs. And then you have like a semi-pro league where you throw in a pork butt.
Right.
And kind of bring them up like that.
Well, let's talk about that too, because I'll be honest with you. There's some people hanging on to that backyard that need to move on up.
To me, it's like big fish in a little pond. I
mean, when you're rolling around in a giant RV and all this stuff, and I get it.
There's a lot of backyard Alabama teams that have nicer setups than us.
Than you guys.
Oh, way nicer.
Yeah.
But the thing,
and you could go down and go run that table.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
There's a lot of very good backyard.
There are, but the thing is, you could if you had to only go down to two
I feel like we could be successful in the backyard, but by no means do I think. Yeah, by no means do I think that we could go in there.
Now we've never cooked it before because we just jumped in.
Right. Yeah, we went directly to pro.
Well, we did the same thing. I have never cooked backyard.
Right.
But it does irk me seeing it more and more. And I'll be honest with you, kudos to Alabama for having a great backyard presence. I think they have probably one of the strongest backyard in the nation.
Matter of fact, this contest there's more backyard than the pro. But you can't get them up. You can't get them to come up.
No, because they're afraid, man.
Yeah. So I mean,
that comes back to the the Jambo cookers and the the perception
what you're doing for a backyard.
The perception of it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, and that's just like what you mentioned, Gorilla. Company we work for.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would go cook on 3 gorillas in a freaking chimney smoker.
Yeah.
If I were that small and needed to move up.
I mean, we've kind of tossed around ideas about ways to, because we need backyard to come up because there's really no pro teams that's been up as far as in our division
we haven't seen a new pro team since
Sheets since Derek Sheets
2 years ago.
And but the thing is you can't force people to buy something that they don't want or can't afford, and that's kind of where you get into that. But to me, I think there ought to be something. If you're grand champion in backyard, 2 or 3 years in a row, there ought to be something where you have to come up.
If you, my opinion, if you win the state championship, ABA, backyard,
you move up.
You should move up.
I agree.
Yeah. You get an
That's why
automatic
Memphis
ticket
and
to be
May
a pro.
does it. If you win their patio cookers category, you ain't entered again as patio.
Right.
You're moving up.
Yeah. I mean,
and I've watched teams sandbag to intentionally get second, so they don't have to move up.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess it's just what it's all about really what you want to do, and this is a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So if the guys want to stay backyard, backyard. But I don't know. My whole thought process behind cooking professional barbecue is if you're going to go to the trouble to haul this stuff out here, if you're going to drive several hours, if you're going to, drag your pits out, you may as well cook all 4 meats.
I agree.
And that's kind of my philosophy. Yeah. I'm not pulling all this stuff out to cook chicken and ribs.
Yeah, I agree.
You're
so serious.
Yeah, we are serious.
Sirs.
Yes.
All right. So I'm trying to think what else is on the oddball list. I actually had a whole list of questions that I wrote for the first one, and they're at home. But the big one is, like I said, here's a good one. This last question.
Okay.
What's the one question you get asked more than any in barbecue that you wish people would stop asking?
Go ahead. I got mine. Go ahead.
How is it this hard to be this pretty is not one of them.
No, go ahead. I got mine. I hope yours ain't the same as mine.
I'll tell you. All right. So I will tell you that. Well, a lot of it's not necessarily a question, but it's just a scenario.
Yeah.
So whenever Jeff and I are cooking, you'll get that one guy.
Oh, you're going to tell mine.
You'll get that one guy that he will say, "Hey, why don't you just throw one on for me too? Just throw one on there."
Sensuous cooking.
Yeah, just like there's no effort that goes into it before you cook it.
Yeah.
So that is.
That one's a good one because we'll be cooking say 50 butts for charity.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm like, well, I'm gonna bring mine if y'all can just throw it on there. I'm like, you're taking money up my mouth.
That's right.
You taking that pit space, man.
Right. Exactly.
It still took fuel. Yeah, but you wasted that fuel on those other 50.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. 50. Not to mention, he wants you to season it for him, and whatever else that you're doing on all the other ones.
Yeah. And if you don't, it tastes like crap. But man, you messed that up.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. That's kind of the standard one. I think is people, And of course, that's where they just don't understand what goes into it, So,
what my favorite, it's right along with that too. Is they don't want to pay your price you're asking. So you're asking $25, $30 a butt. They're like, I'll just go buy the butt.
Yeah.
And
then I'll give you $5 to cook.
Right.
Like that $5 ain't gonna do anything.
You're with it. Whenever Jeff and I do, a pork butt cook like that, or it's 24 hours.
Easy.
It's 24 hours from you're gonna. It's an entire weekend.
I just offered to do a fundraiser for a local charity. I won't name them, and I just told them, so you sell these butts for $30. you're going to get $10 per butt. You're like, what's happening to the rest of the money? Well, third of that is meat supply costs.
Yep.
And the rest of that is my time and effort.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you're going to get 10. And I'm already putting up the money for the meat.
Yeah.
Right.
They literally have to just sell these.
Right.
And hand them out.
Mm-hmm.
And they get $10 per unit for
Yeah.
I'll do everything else.
Right.
But because of that, you know what I'm going to get? Paid.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
That's right.
I think the play, like I said, when, I've kind of tried to do a little bit at where we do them at, like work or something like that. I try to, people kind of didn't really understand, but since I've been, at work doing this, talking about it and stuff, I've kind of got them to understand, hey, now this is not like just the run-of-the-mill stuff,
Right, yeah.
And, this brisket that you make, by eating a little bit of, this is a piece of meat you're not going to get anywhere.
Right.
Even when I don't buy a Wagyu and sell it, people ask me, what does it cost to get a whole brisket?
Uh-huh.
And that, commodity briskets running $55, $60
Sure.
a piece. I'm like $100.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I got to trim that thing.
Yeah.
I got to, you're going to probably want me to inject it and season it and cook it, and it's got to be perfect and all this stuff. But, man, I got $25 of time and effort in that thing.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to pay for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I got another question. I got another one that I get asked all the time. That I don't think KCBS does a really good job as far as telling the public, hey, y'all selling any barbecue plates over here? Because
I don't know if it's a KCBS thing or an organizer.
Or an organizer. It could be an organizer thing. But, the public comes out and hear barbecue contests and they expect, oh, man, I'm fixing to go eat some barbecue.
Yeah, we're going to eat some of the best barbecue ever.
When you come out and tell them that, hey, we're not allowed to serve you, their look on their face is like, what do you mean you're not allowed to serve me?
Have you guys ever cooked Murfreesboro, Illinois?
Yeah.
It's a duel.
Okay.
We cooked it 3 years ago now. 2 years ago, can't remember. I showed up on Saturdays like I did today. I came in to help out. I built their boxes.
Yeah.
They made it in the finals for MB for shoulder. One of my buddies didn't think we did very well. Wasn't thinking. He just didn't think how many shoulders we had left. We had a bunch in the thing. Murfreesboro, Illinois is pretty poor.
Okay.
And these downright near homeless looking people show up.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got any extra? And we tell them, like, yeah, toward the end of the competition, come on by.
Yeah.
Well, we turned it all in. We thought we were done. And we forgot about MBU because done KCBS so long. And this lady comes by, y'all got any barbecue? And he says, I'm going to hook you up. And he sends her home with pans of shoulder.
Oh, man.
And here come the golf cart by. They stop in front of us. I was like, oh, boys, maybe we got it. Maybe we got it. And they come off. You're finalists for shoulder. And we're all hooting and hollering. Woo! Yeah, finally. Take that, Heath Riles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Take that, Ben.
There you go.
Yeah.
We opened the can, bro. There's not one damn shoulder left in there.
Oh, man.
Not one.
Oh.
So we had to go to another team and say, y'all got any shoulders? You got anything that looks like a shoulder?
Yeah. Oh, man.
And it was horrible what we took. It's like, but a lot of times it's like, well, boys, worst case we got third place. It's good.
Yeah.
We ain't taking first today.
And you help somebody maybe. So.
Yeah. Well, the next year, we pull back up and this family is waiting for us. Hey, y'all got that shoulder? We're here for our shoulder this year. And I was like, lady, you cost us about $10,000 last year. What?
Yeah.
That's
they're still there. For
Another one that you get is if you somehow if it comes up here in conversation that you're a professional competitive barbecue cook,
my gosh, yeah.
You get, well, my uncle so-and-so, he makes it great, whatever.
It's immediately a measuring
kind.
contest.
Or you will get, like, that guy that wants to, like, cook off one-on-one against you, that his stuff's better. And it's like, no, that isn't the way it works. You spend your $1,000 and I'll spend mine and we'll go compete against everybody. Come out here and
that's right. You can park next to me.
Yeah, you can park right next to me.
Right. We can have a side bet.
But, you get that guy. But the thing about competitive barbecue is, I've said this I don't know how many times, it takes courage just to come out here and stick your neck out. Yeah, because that score sheet can humble you quick.
Oh, man.
And
how many times you feel like you turned in the best thing you ever done? You got punched in the side of the head.
Oh, man, I can name one right off the top of my head right now. It just haunts us.
What's that?
The Whistle Stop one.
Oh,
One year we cooked Whistle Stop.
Oh, we thought we had some great stuff.
We ordered all the best stuff, and we got in there and finished like 40th, and it was like, what the?
Oh, we got our teeth kicked in.
Oh, man.
But it's, that's the part of it though that keeps you going is you want to, you want to score well, but when you don't, the friendships keep you coming back.
Right.
I agree.
And it's like, well, we'll get them next time.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's no participation trophies in barbecue.
None.
And another thing about barbecue is it is not for the lazy.
No.
And so many people think, oh, well, all you guys are doing is y'all are just sitting around the pit drinking beer.
Right.
And,
And that's true on Friday night.
Yeah.
that's true. That goes on. But it's not.
Well, not all of us get to have someone come out just to tend our fires.
Well, yeah. Yeah. They don't get to see, though, the part where you're prepared a week before trimming chicken and doing this, or the week after when you're cleaning dishes, cleaning trailers, doing all
we're
those
pressure
things.
washing cookers.
Cleaning pits.
We're going to the grocery store. We're trimming meat. There's a lot that goes into it. And if you
trailer
are late,
maintenance.
if you are, all that kind of stuff. And it is just not for the lazy. And I think that's a big misconception of what we do.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Well, boys, I've taken up enough of your time. Hope I didn't screw up your competition.
No, you're good. But it's been fun.
We've done this enough to where we at least can follow a timeline.
Yeah. For all you new cooks, a timeline is
timeline.
Yeah. But it's been fun, Ben.
And if you practice at home,
Shane,
cook all the way through putting it in the box.
Yeah.
Don't just cook it and stop. I can't count the number of times. I did a full cook at home and I never boxed it.
Yeah.
And I sucked at competition. All right, fellas. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate it.